got into BMX 2.5 years ago. Broke my old bike, so decided to buy a new one and just started riding from there really. Just tied my sleeve and just began to progress and quit skating and began to ride my bike. Yeah, I double knot the sleeve so it doesn't come loose and it'll start stretching, and then when it starts stretching I have to undo it and then tighten it again. And sometimes I have to do that like 5 times, like within an hour while riding. But you get used to it really, and it keeps me going, so it doesn't stop me. I don't find it any different, obviously, because it's all I've known with riding a BMX, but it does have its difficulties, like the sleeve getting tangled in the bars, and if I do a bar spin it will like twist, so I have to twist it back round again, and I break my sleeves and stretch them, and so I'm always having to buy new jumpers and get fresh jumpers so I can actually ride. Yeah, I've been through like a number of hoodies, like 15. I've been through multiple in one day, like 2 in one day, because I tried the trick, it ripped, and then I had a spare jumper in my bag, so I put the spare jumper on, went to try the trick again, and then as I did the trick, it just ripped again, and I was just stuck with no jumpers really. So that was a fun day. It's never held me back really. I've always just got on with it. I've never let it hold me back. I used to try prosthetics and stuff, but never really got on with them, so I just learned to do it without, and I find it easier to do it the way I do it rather than using attachments and like prosthetics and stuff. I'll find my own way instead, and I think it works best. Everyone's always asked like how I lost my arm and then how did I come up with tying my sleeve, and they said it's amazing, and I've had a few people like put their arm up and put it in the jumper and actually try ride with the sleeve, which is quite funny to watch, and everyone falls over. It's pretty hilarious. But I've always had like good comments. I don't think I've had any bad comments really about my riding with the sleeve or anything. So it's always been positive, and everyone's always like been up for supporting me and everything, so it's always been great. Yeah, I think it's always possible. There's always a way. You just gotta try things out, and when you don't succeed, just keep trying, speak to other people with other disabilities. Even if they don't do the sport you want to do, they could always like push you in the right direction. I know you could go to the prosthetic hospital and stuff, and even if they can't offer you something that helps, they can always like say, oh, I know someone who can do it though, and they use this, and you could speak to them, and there's always a way, and you always find a way. Like, I've never found anything I can't do, so there's always going to be a way to do something. You just got to try and see how it goes.